Hey everyone, I got some new CDs in the mail, so I decided I'm gonna go over all of my Super Sentai DVDs. And also, with the CDs I got in the mail, I got this awesome little pin from Maestro Ranger. Isn't that cool? So, first up, I'm gonna start with the oldest stuff in my collection. Here's a Go Ranger vinyl record with the theme song, the end theme, and let's see, I think it's the instrumental version of it. I haven't listened to this in quite a few years. And then I have a few other Sentai records from France for Bioman. Yeah, Bioman was so big in France that, yeah, it got records. Let's see, these have the, instrumental and Bernard Minet version of the theme song. And then I also have this one with a picture of Bernard Minet on the cover there. Let's see. Oh yeah, this was let's see. This was the cover of the French version of the Mask Man theme song, which was called Bioman 2. Yeah, France was weird. Okay, so now moving on to oh yeah, actually I do have another weird thing to talk about. Right here is a let's see, Deca Ranger versus Abba Ranger DVD, and it came with a free CD. It's not a very, like, amazing CD or anything. It's, like, there's not a lot on here. It's a few instrumental things, and, yeah, there's 2 songs on it, and it's something. It's a cool little bonus, I guess. It's just kind of weird. So finally, moving on to the actual CDs. The oldest Sentai CD I have is Sun Vulcan. Let's see, I got this after I watched Sun Vulcan, and I freaking loved the music in Sun Vulcan. It was some of my favorite Sentai soundtracks. And then next up is Die Ranger. Same story. I watched Die Ranger, loved the music, had to get the CD. One of the unfortunate things, though, is a lot of the music tracks, they're not separate. So there's like a suite of various tracks played together in one track. So that's kind of annoying, but eh. And then here we got Kaku Ranger Complete Song Collection. We have the theme song, the end theme, a whole bunch of insert songs, along with instrumental versions and some like character songs there too. Really cool stuff on here. And right here we have a Denji Sentai Mega Ranger song collection. Doesn't say Volume 1 or anything. Anyway, a lot of really cool images. One of the neat things with these are the little booklets. Sometimes there's some really cool stuff in the booklets. Let's see. Oh. This one's falling apart. Anyway, there's like the lyrics in Japanese, so I can't read most of it. And then there's some behind-the-scenes pictures, some promo images, and the covers of these old booklets also have some really cool images on there, too. And here we got the Denji Sentai Mega Ranger Song Collection 2 with a really cool cover. I like this cover. This is really neat. Oh, and we got that little guy on the back. Isn't that cool? Let's see. You know, I haven't listened to this in years, so I don't remember everything that's on it. And then, let's see, Go-Go 5, Song Collection 1. The way I've gotten so many of these and why they're just kind of, like, random is, let's see, well, the Sun Vulcan and Die Ranger ones, these ones I found specifically after I watched the series. They were like 20 bucks each. A lot of these, there used to be this really cool couple of eBay stores that would have just tons of Japanese import stuff. I loved those stores, and unfortunately, most of them are either gone now, or the shipping is, like, just gotten ridiculous. It used to be, you could get tons and tons and tons of stuff. Like, these were up for bid. They'd start at 99 cents, so I'd bid on, like, just everything. And the shipping was $3.99 for one thing, and then when you add stuff on, it doubles. But that was still that was, like, a really good deal, but unfortunately, the shipping has just gone completely nuts since 2020, and, yeah. So I've just not really been keeping up with Sentai CDs for a couple of years now. But I think I got a really decent collection, and I have MP3 players. I can just download stuff that I really want. So anyway, moving on. Here we got the Gao Rangers, like 25th anniversary CD. This has, let's see, every opening and ending theme, every opening and ending theme for Sentai up until Gao Ranger. That's really cool, and we got a little list of all the Sentais from Go Ranger all the way to Gao Ranger. That's really cool. And I have a second copy of it because I liked it so much. And then here's a weird one, Hurricaneger. It's a pretty standard, like, song collection. The weird thing is it's not packaged like a normal CD. Now, when I got this, I wasn't really sure what to think. Why is it like this? And, like, I thought maybe it was because, like, Japanese books and DVDs sometimes open this way, like, backwards from what you'd expect over here, but none of the other, or, well, not all the CDs do that. Not even all the Hurricaneger CDs. The very next Hurricaneger CD just opens normal. So I don't know what was up with this weird one. But anyway, this one also has a weird thing. It has a bunch of songs, and then in between the songs, the Rangers themselves introduce each one. And I can pick up a little bit of what they say, but I'm not fluent in Japanese, so I can understand when they say each other's names, or if they say they like the song or something. But that's about all I can follow. And then here we got Abba Ranger, and I don't know what this is called. Let's see, something something with healthy wings. That's a weird thing when they just have, like, random little bits of English on these. And here's another Abba Ranger CD. This one's really weird. Let's see, we have the Abba Ranger logo versus Abba Ranger Deluxe. And then there's a little thing down here that says something 3. So I think this was a collection of, like, single CDs. Like, in Japan, CDs are still pretty big, relatively, compared to over here. So they'd have, like, each actor do a song or something, and each one would come out with their own CD with, like, just that song and then the instrumental of it or something. So I think this is a collection of various things like that. And then here we have the, I don't know what this is. I guess the Ultimate Song Collection for Abba Ranger. It's got a whole bunch of the Abba Ranger insert songs, as well as the opening and end credits. And one of the things I really like on here is the, I don't know what the title of it actually is. It's like a Bond dance song, and I really, really like it. Oh, actually, I have it up on Internet Archive. I'll leave a link in the description. Love this image of the Rangers morphing. That's really cool. And here we got one of those singles I was talking about for Deca Ranger, and this one... Yeah, this one also opens kind of weird. Oh, and it came with stickers. Isn't that neat? So this is, the opening and end theme. Nothing really too special there. And here's another CD that opens, like, weird Asian way. So we got Magi Ranger, Magical, Sweet, Magitopia, and Magicians songs. And it's a bunch of the character songs. And these are really cool. I like that they make it look like a record. Even has a little vinyl indentation in there. That's cool. And here we got another Magi Ranger one that, again, opens in that weird way. Don't know what that's all about. And then here we got Geki Ranger, a single one. This is one of those ones that, yeah, it's just the opening and end credits themes. Nothing really too amazing there. And then Go Onger, and the weird thing with this one, this is one of those, like, weird little single things, but it comes in, like, just a normal box. There's only 4 songs on here. There's the theme, and then the end theme, and then the instrumentals of them. Okay. And, oh, then they went back to these singles for G3 Princess with Miyu Suto, okay. And this G3 Princess thing was apparently popular enough to get a couple of CDs. Here's another one with a whole bunch of the female cast singing, even the bad guy. Oh, and I love the images on the inside. Those are really cool. Oh, and all pink. That's nice. Oh, and then I got this weird Go-Onger CD. Song Grand Prix, and the little obi, the little cardboard thing insert that goes on the spine of it, it's taped on. And there's also a little sticker down here that says rental. There's like little dates and prices or something. And then there's like a thing on the back. Then when you open it up, there's little code stickers on everything. Oh, and a little rental sticker again. So this was apparently from a rental store or a library or something in Japan originally. Huh. Really weird. None of my other CDs are like that. Only this one. And jumping ahead, here we got Go Sager. There's no cover for some reason. I don't know if maybe it came like that. I doubt it, but yeah, it's like just the opening and end credits songs, and then a couple of other things. Not a whole lot on here. And here we got the soundtrack to Go Sager, or is it Go Kaiger versus Go Sager, or Go Sager versus Go Kaiger? Whatever. 199 Heroes, the soundtrack. Freaking love this. This movie had amazing music. Love the images in there. That is really cool. And I just love the cover. It's so colorful. I love it. And here we got a Go Kaiger song collection, and there's a big black stamp over Marvelous's face. I don't know what that says. I think it might be another Yep, it is a rental thing. There's a little sticker there that says rental, then there's a little sticker there, so this came from a library or a video store or something. And then here we got an Akiba Ranger single thing. I think this is... Yeah, this is... Okay, oh, this was weird. This has the opening theme song to Season 1, and then the Machine Itasha song. I think. And then here we got this other Akiba Ranger CD, which is a collection of various versions of the Season 1 end credits song. I think... Yeah, it was the Season 1 end credits songs, which were sung by Akagi's actor. I love that record design. That's really cool. Nice little collage of images there. I loved Akiba Ranger, so this was really cool to find. Then, this CD, I listened to this a lot. This is the Akiba Ranger Season 2 Endings album. It has all the end credits themes from Akiba Ranger Season 2, along with some alternate versions of them, and some extras. This is really cool. And all this stuff is kind of... Okay, next is a Go Busters thing. Now, this has a lot on it. Like, it looks like a single, but there's actually... Whoa. CD's falling out of the case there. Yeah, I used to take this with me back when I had a CD player. I still have a CD player somewhere, a little portable one, but I have no idea what happened to it. But anyway, yeah, I took this everywhere because I freaking love the music. This is the opening and end credits themes. The first opening theme for Go Busters, and then there's some character songs from the Buddy Roids, which is really cool. I like Gorosaki's. And then here's a Kyryuger one, which, yeah, it comes in a big box, even though it's just the opening and end credits songs, and there's not even instrumental versions on there. So that's weird. I don't know what really the point of this was. Things down there out of the way. And then here's another Kyryuger CD, which didn't have a box. When I got this, it came in like just a little sleeve, but the sleeve had like a thing printed on it that had the logo, so I don't know, maybe it came in that sleeve, or the sleeve was something somebody custom made, maybe? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, there's the Kyryuger. There's a little thing that says mini up there. I think it says mini album. But there's like, I think 9 different tracks on here, and there are a whole bunch of the insert songs from Kyryuger. And here we got Tokyuger, which has the opening and end credits and instrumental versions. And for some reason, no pictures of the cast anywhere. Or maybe they're in the booklet. Nope, it's just more pictures of the Rangers. Yeah, weird. Usually that picture, like, some really nice images, but not for this Tokyuger one for some reason. And then here's Q Ranger with the opening and end credits songs, instrumental versions of them. That's pretty cool. Not the I don't know. Q Ranger is not my favorite, but I do actually the end credits song I really like a lot more than the opening. And yep, that's it for those ones. And let's see. I guess I'll talk about these things next. I have a whole bunch of these weird, like thick CD cases that had like a couple of different CDs. So first up is Gao Ranger and Kamen Rider Agito collection. Let's see. So it's two CDs, a Gao Ranger CD and an Agito CD. And I think there might have been a booklet in there initially because I can't imagine just two CDs need this enormous thick box. This is, yeah, kind of silly. Next up is an ABBA Ranger one, collecting volumes 4 and 5 of the individual song collections, and there's the booklet in there. Really thick booklet. Oh, and nice little cast shot on the back. That is neat. Oh yeah, and one of the things, some of these had like little interviews or things at the beginning. I no idea what all this says, because I can't read Japanese that well. Even if I was to translate it, I don't know all the words when I do. And here's a Deca Ranger and ABBA Ranger collection, with a booklet in there. Then this is a weird one. This is mainly a Deca Ranger one, but it's also like a countdown CD. Let's see, first up is Deca Ranger, and then it goes like back, I think like 10, or yeah, it goes back 10 seasons. So there's a booklet inside that fell out. Oh, and the booklet was taped. So this was apparently very well loved by somebody and well taken care of. So that's nice. Oh, and it's got little rental information there, so it was a rental, I guess. Maji Ranger, and I freaking love the cover to this. This is just beautiful. I love this cover. And there's a little booklet inside. Really thin booklet for this one, I guess because it's just ABBA Ranger stuff, and got lyrics in there. Then this Geki Ranger one, which is really interesting. It's broken, and the other weird thing, it's like nearly every Geki Ranger opening and credit insert song, but they're all instrumentals. The only things with vocals are the opening and end themes. Nothing else has vocals, and that was really weird. That kind of threw me. And I love the images on the back. Really nice. And then last up for these big thick ones is a Go Sager one. Nice cast shot on the back. That is really cool. I love the images on these CDs. And then the inside, and then here's the little booklet. A whole bunch of stuff in there, and yeah, all in... Oh, wait. Oh, some of it is in color, it looks like. Or... Oh, yeah, now I remember. There was a little sticker of the Megazord in there. That is really cool. So, some kid, I guess, or a fan, put a little sticker in there. No other stickers in here, but it's a neat little thing, I guess. I like when I find stuff like that. And then next up is Superhero Taizen and Superhero Taizen Z, which, yeah, I'll count them. They have Sentai in there. Really cool stuff on here. This one has the We Are Brothers song, which is awesome. And then the first volume, I just really like the music. Is really cool. And then next up, I'll toss this in. Here we got Konata and Patty, Kosute Oh My Honey, a Lucky Star character song CD, which has Yucho Sentai Dara Ranger, which I think means laid back, easygoing Ranger or something like that. It's just a little joke song. It's done in a kind of sort of Sentai style, so I tossed it in. Let's see, what to talk about next. Guess I'll talk about some cassettes that I have. Let's see, I don't have any Sentai cassettes, but I do have Power Ranger cassettes. So, yeah, I'll talk about those. Here we got On Fins and Needles, Adventure Cassette in 3D Sound, whatever that means. It's a little audio version of a Power Rangers episode. it's something. And then here we got Lord Zed's Holiday Humbug, which came with the Lord Zed's Holiday Humbug book. It was like a read-along thing. And now this is a weird thing that I haven't gotten around to listening to yet. Power Rangers Parker Brothers action-packed audio game. I do have some downloads from a Power Rangers audio game. I don't know if it's this, though. I don't even know if this will play in a normal cassette player. I think there was like a special cassette player for this, or at least the one I have downloaded, you would have needed one, because you had to like press buttons to go to a certain spot on the cassette to play a track or something. I don't know exactly how it worked, because I just don't really know much about that kind of tech. And then here we got Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie soundtrack album. Really cool. And, yeah, that's it for Power Ranger cassettes. Get it in there. So next up, guess I'll talk about... Oh, I have this weird thing that I want to talk about. This is, Chojin Naigar, I think. I think he's a local hero character from Japan. The box is broken, so I gotta be careful. The cool thing on the inside is Ishiro Mizuki, who did a bunch of really cool tokusatsu opening and ending themes. Really cool guy. Died last year, unfortunately. So yeah, really happy to have this. It's nothing really amazing, but it is really cool to have it. It's a neat little niche thing to have. And I guess I'll talk about the CDs I got today. Here we got Maestro Rangers CDs. Live in '87, live at the Budokan. Not really familiar with what that is. I guess it's live versions of the songs. And then here we got the first theme song collection that he did. And then the second one. And then the third one. Really cool stuff. Love that guy. Yeah, one of my cassettes just fell down. Last up, I'll go over my Power Rangers CDs, just because I'll just toss them in. So here we got Power Rangers, the official single, and it's one of these thin ones. Really cool, and I think this was only released in the UK, or at least the version I got is. There's a little tag in there, £199. I think that's the pound. Or is that euros? I don't know. I'm not good with foreign currency. And then, let's see. Oh yeah, TV theme and sound bites. So it's a collection of the theme song along with a whole bunch of sound effects and voice stuff. It's kind of neat, I guess. Not something that like I'd listen to or anything, but it's kind of cool to have. I think maybe this was intended more for like a radio DJs or something. And then here we got the album, A Rock Adventure, the English version. I also have the, I believe, Portuguese version here, Rock Aventura. It's the same thing as this, but completely translated into Portuguese, along with, let's see, two. You know, now I'm not sure. I think that... Oh yeah, there are. There's two new songs on here. O Universo Precisa de Voces... something. Sandy and Junior. If you look this up, it's a really cool song, and then there's also Rita Rap by Marianne. Don't really remember that one as well. It's not really that good. Oh, and there's a little commercial for the VHSs in there. That's cool. And so then moving on to other Power Rangers stuff. Here we got Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie score by Graham Revell, who's done some pretty cool stuff. So this was really cool to find. I love the movie score. And here's the movie soundtrack. Freaking awesome. Love the movie soundtrack. It's a classic. And then, let's see, almost last up for Mighty Morphin stuff is this weird German audio drama version of the movie. It's the movie in German on a CD, Volume 2, so it's the second half of the movie. It starts off with the Rangers on Phaedos, and the weird thing with this is there's no music. it's just the audio. It makes me think that must be they were recording the German dub actors for the movie, and then they decided to just put it on a CD for some reason, but not edit it or put music on there or anything. It's a very strange thing. I have other, like, German audio drama CDs. They at least have music, but this doesn't. I don't know why. It's really weird. Last up for Mighty Morphin, or kinda, is this weird bootleg set of Power Ranger stuff. It has the Rock Adventure, and then Rock Adventure Part 2, which is just more Mighty Morphin, like, insert songs and some alternate versions. Then there's some weird insert, like, sound effect things of a guy saying, "Where'd you find this?" Then there's the Best of the Rangers, which is a little bit different than the, like, Disney CD Best of the Rangers. Then there's Ron Wasserman's Power Rangers Redux, along with the normal versions of his songs. And then there's also the Ron Wasserman version of the Mystic Force theme, and there's a couple of VR Troopers songs on here too. This is a really weird CD. And they had amazing covers for the discs. Really cool graphics on these. Let's see. And there's the last one. And then the other thing that I have, I guess I'll toss in, it's in this box, because it's a big box, is this. Let's see. This is the radio broadcast of the Fox Kids Countdown. 2 discs. So it has, what's his name? Christopher Leary, who was the host of the Fox Kids Countdown, along with co-host Jason David Frank. And that's pretty cool, hearing Chris Leary and Jason Frank talking in between some pretty crappy, dated pop music that I'm not a fan of. There is some cool music in there, but most of the time I was just fast-forwarding through it so I could get back to hearing Jason Frank and Christopher Leary talk. And there's a cute little thing at the end where Jason Frank says, oh yeah, they're talking about the music, and then suddenly his communicator goes off, beep, beep, boop, beep, 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 and he's like, oh man, I gotta go. And so then he gets up and you hear the teleport sound effect. That's a neat little thing. So moving on to the rest of the Power Rangers CDs I have, here's the Turbo, a Power Rangers movie soundtrack. Really cool soundtrack. I think I actually like this soundtrack a bit more than the first movies. Unfortunately, this is crazy rare. This copy that I have, I got super lucky and found it for, like, I think $20. Normally, this goes for, like, 80 or more. And then this is a really weird one. Power Rangers in Space. I think this is a German release. And most of the music here isn't even from Power Rangers in Space. It's a bunch of weird, like, techno stuff. But it does have the full version of the theme song, so that's something. I don't really know what all the techno stuff is from. Really weird choice, because there was, like, original music in Power Rangers in Space that they could have put on DVD, or on CD. So anyway, next up is the Disney songs from the TV series The Best of the Power Rangers. And one of the weird things on here is, let's see, Here Comes the Power Again, I believe, isn't actually what this is. What the song is Here Come the Rangers. And this is a mistake that they copied onto their next edition, which is the same thing as that, but it has the Mystic Force theme song included. Then there was a third version with the Overdrive theme included, and they still didn't fix the, let's see, where is it? Oh, and there's also the SPD theme included. Is that on? Okay, yeah, it's on the Mystic Force one, too. And they still, yeah, there it is. Here comes the power again. They still didn't fix it. That's still wrong. And then next up is the Power Rangers 2017 movie soundtrack, which is broken. Boy, that really sucks. How did that happen? I don't even remember that happening. Yeah, this is a really flimsy CD box because it's a newer CD and they just don't put care into these anymore. Anyway, really loved the 2017 movie, loved the soundtrack, loved having the score. It'd be nice to have, like, an actual soundtrack, because there was some really cool music in the movie, and I'd love to have Halsey's, Walk the Line cover from the trailer on CD. I do have the Halsey CD with that. And then, almost last up is this Roll Days CPGB Cyber Pleasure Groovy Pain, which is a collection of the Japanese pop rock group Roll Days' songs. And the cool thing on here is it has Break Yourself GP version. Now, the reason that's included in this is because that was the Japanese end theme to the Japanese dub of Mighty Morphin, and I just think that's really cool, and I really like that song. And the last thing I want to talk about is the Power Rangers Operation Overdrive CD storybook. So in the UK, they put out this big storybook for Operation Overdrive, and it came with a little read-along CD, which also included the opening theme song. And oh, this was from the British Red Cross. Okay, that's weird. So anyway, it's just let's see. I think there's a few lines from the show mixed in with some like new actors in place of the normal actors for some reason. Some of the voices sound really weird in here. Anyway, it's pretty standard. It's just the voices, read the book. When you hear the chime or sound effect or whatever, you turn the page. Just normal thing like that. So yeah, that's all the Sentai and Power Ranger CDs I have, along with some cassettes and these little albums here. Those are cool. I'd love to find more Sentai stuff on albums. That would be so cool. You know, I think the Ron Wasserman, like, Power Rangers music did come out in, like, a limited vinyl record set. I'll have to find that. The 2017 movie came out on vinyl. Isn't that weird that vinyl came back, of all things? And then, like, and CDs are getting really scarce. Really weird. Don't know what that's all about. But yeah, that's everything, so hope you enjoyed this. See ya.